Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys some suggestions for the new Sephora Beauty Insider Appreciation event. I have no idea if we are still going to get the event that usually happens September, November, but this one is happening quick. Sephora is rolling out a whole new system, so now Rouge is going to earn 1.5 points per dollar, and then the VIB is now going to earn 1.25. They're gonna have new perks, everything, and I think this is an event to kind of celebrate that. The event starts on August 24th and then ends on the 3rd. Rouge can shop during that entire time and you're gonna get 20% off, and then VIB starts August 30th through the 3rd and it's 15% off, and the same thing for Beauty Insider, except you're getting 10% off. And I'll leave all that information down below. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and share with you guys some of the things that I would suggest. These are the things that just popped into my mind when I heard about the sale. I have no idea what I am going to purchase because I just had my birthday and like I spent a whole lot of money and gift cards and all these things for my birthday. So I've gotten quite a few new things. So I have no idea what I'm personally going to spend, but this is going to be what I would suggest if you were wondering. I'm going to try and do this in like sections. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I'm going to try. I'm going to start with under eye, and I'm going to do skincare completely different. The first thing I'm going to suggest are two under eye, what I use as primers. This one's still like an eye cream with a tint to it, but I use it as a primer. And this is the Tatcha Pearl. I have the shade Moonlight, I think. Yeah, Moonlight. And then also the Becca Under Eye Anti-Fatigue Primer. Both of these I absolutely love for the under eye, and I have repurchased this one twice. This one is going to last me a lifetime because I use such a little amount and there's so much in here that, yeah, this is going to last me forever. This one, if you are dry and crepey, I would suggest this one over the Becca. Becca is going to have like that slight cooling sensation. You have to wait for it though. It takes like 5 minutes for that to kick in, but it really smooths out concealer and everything, but it doesn't do anything for dryness. So I kind of alternate these, but I suggest both of them, just depending on what your concerns are. Also, if you're not into baking, I love this powder. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. If you have fine lines, pores, all the issues underneath your eyes, but you need one powder to combat them all, this is definitely it. It smooths out lines, it smooths out my pores, it does not make me look dry, and it actually brightens. So this is one of my favorite under eye brightening powders. With that being said, I have obviously started baking, and I use the Huda Beauty. What is this actually called? It's the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and I have the shade Pound Cake. This is a game changer for me. I absolutely love it. I use it every single day. So if you're into baking, again, pores gone. It does not dry out my under eye. It makes everything look so smooth and really locks in my makeup. So I absolutely love this powder. Another powder that I recommend this, but I can't personally use it because it has cornstarch in here. And this is a new one, and it is the Translucent Powder in Glow from Mercier. If you are looking for a really bright buffing powder, one that is going to give you like the most luminous skin, this is stunning. Like, I am so mad that I can't use this because cornstarch breaks me out. It's so pretty, you guys. If you haven't checked out my Get Ready With Me, my last one, I use this powder and you will see the glow. It is stunning. So if cornstarch doesn't bother you, this is so good. This one I have on currently. It is the Hourglass Veil Loose Setting Powder. I used it to buff today. This just blurs everything out. It gives me a glow without accentuating my pores. I can't use this underneath my eyes because this area I do set first. So if my pores are set with too bright of a powder, then they're going to be accentuated. But if they're set first and then I use this, it's perfectly fine. And this is great for people that have dry skin, or if you're looking for an alternative to my favorite Sicily powder, this is definitely such a great option. I use it constantly and I absolutely love it. Let's talk about a little bit of Tatcha. The Tatcha Silk Canvas, as well as the Tatcha Camellia Gold Spun Lip Balm. These are so beautiful. If you have not tried out the silk canvas, this is a perfect opportunity to do so if it's in stock. I feel like it's always out of stock, but if you can get 20, 10, 15, any kind of percentage off of this, it always helps. You get quite a bit of product. It is 20 grams, and this does not dry out my skin. I'm combo. It doesn't make me oily and it doesn't dry me out, but it smooths out my skin. It makes it look like butter. And it also does not clog my pores. And then the Camellia Gold Spun Balm, I use this every single day before I do my makeup. I put it on, I let it soak in, I kind of blot it off if I'm going to put on a matte lipstick. If I'm going to put on something glossy, I just kind of leave it there anyway. But this just makes my lips feel so good, you guys. I really struggle with dry lips, and I feel like ever since I've been using this, they've been so much better. Sorry if I'm going through this really quickly. I don't like to draw these videos out because these are all products that you guys have heard me talk about, so this shouldn't be anything new. The next one, Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer. Yes, 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 yes. If you have not tried this, what are you waiting for? Well, it might be the sale, but if you're waiting for the sale, go ahead and get this. This is my new baby. I absolutely love it. The shade that I am using currently is the shade Vanilla. So if Tarte Shape Tape, you liked it, but it was a little bit too drying for you, this is going to be it. I feel like this is going to work on everybody. Oily, dry, mature. It's just going to work for just about everybody. I'm sure there's exceptions, but this is such a good concealer. I'm about to talk about my bronzer and highlight suggestions, but I'm trying to make sure that they're actually on the site before I suggest them. I'm so glad I checked, you guys, because one of the items is not even sold on Sephora, so whew, I dodged that bullet. And if you guys notice, like the lighting changing and stuff, I apologize. The sun's going in and out, in and out, in and out, and I rely on natural lighting, so I don't know, it is what it is. But anywho, back to the video. DIOR Face Glow Highlighting Palette. Really, it's a all-over face palette, but I don't really touch these two. This one and this one are just a little bit too shiny for my cheek area. If you're a little bit deeper, you can totally go over your bronzer with this one, but honestly, I don't touch those. I'm all about these two highlighters. The light one and the gold one, oh my god. These are pigmented, they are smooth, they are intense, but they can also be really blended down to be subtle. So if you haven't gotten this, go ahead and get your hands on it. And then next up, the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. Forewarning, yes, this does have cornstarch in it, but with bronzers and blushes, that kind of thing, if I just kind of use them and then not use them, they don't seem to bother me too much, but if I keep going in with this, it will. But this formula is so nice. I don't like the smell. The coconut smell just drives me bonkers, but the color and formula on this is just kind of worth the accidental irritation sometimes. So if you're thinking about this one, this is a great time to pick it up. As of right now, when I looked, it was in stock, so forgive me if it's suddenly gone. You know how Sephora does that. Like, it'll be in stock before the sale, and then it's going to be out of stock during the sale, and then randomly back in stock. I'm looking at you, Sephora. I have just one foundation to suggest. It is the DIOR Face and Body. This is a nice lightweight foundation, good coverage, and extremely long wearing. I have fallen in love with this. Right now, I am mixing two shades, 2W and 1N, and that's just because whenever I bought the foundation, the first time it was too dark, and then it was before it came out in Sephora, so I just bought another shade, and I mixed the two, and it works out perfectly. Eyeshadows! So these are pretty high priced, I think, for an individual, but if you can get a discount on them, that might be more worth it for you guys. And I have to tell you that I love these. I love the formula on these, so I do suggest them. I just like the idea of a discount just a little bit better because these are $29 a piece. And these are from Marc Jacobs. They are the gel powder eyeshadows. I have 4 different shades I'm going to show you quickly. I haven't tried any of the other ones. This one right here is the number 510 PRIM-O, 530 DADDI-O, 520 the Big O, and lastly 500 Perfecto. These blend themselves, they are pigmented, and they are super easy to use. I have 4 eyeshadow palettes to share with you guys. The first one, Pat McGrath. This is Bronze Ambition. Obviously, get any of them. Any of them that you are interested in. This is just my favorite. You're not going to go wrong, but I love this palette. This is the one that I get the most use out of. I just think that her quality is untouched. Like, you're not going to be disappointed in any of her palettes. Next up, an all-in-one palette. Like, I feel like this is so versatile. It is the Urban Decay Born to Run. I need to use this again. I'm going to use it in my next shop with me. So shop my stash video. This is such a good palette and it's nice and sturdy. And I find that the shadows in here are really some of the best for Urban Decay. So if you haven't liked Urban Decay in the past, and you're a little hesitant, this palette is good because I haven't really been impressed with anything else in the shadows for Urban Decay, but this one is definitely a hit. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills. Norvina, duh. I did 5 looks with this palette, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. It's all in one video. I actually did 6 because the original video had one in there as well. Duh. But this is such a beautiful palette. I think that this is different. I like that this is more cool tone. Like, there's not very many warm tones in here. It's wearable, but then you can also get like some spunkiness out of it. I really enjoy this. But if you're looking for something a little bit more wearable, I still love me some soft glam. Look at this palette. Like, come on. This palette is stunning. I have 2 lip products to share with you guys, but only one in my hands because my husband took my car to work and the gloss is in my car. So the first thing is the Huda Beauty Demi Matte. This formula is so good, you guys. I love it so much. This is the shade Day Slayer. This is the one that I like to wear the most. So what it looks like. So if you want something that has great longevity, but isn't going to dry out your lips, this is definitely it. It's kind of similar to the Vava Plump from Buxom, but this one is less shiny. And you can also tap these out, like blot them on your lips, and they will become matte. And then the gloss that is in my car is the Bite Beauty French Press Lip Gloss in the shade Salted Caramel. A, it smells like coffee, like a fancy coffee, and B, it feels so nice on your lips and the color is stunning. All right, you guys, let's finish off with some skincare. All of these items that I'm going to talk about, I am currently using and loving. So first off, I'm going to go in with my face washes, which are both from Tatcha. The first one is the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. Love this. I use this first to just take off my makeup, dissolve everything. You don't have to go in with a second cleanser, but I do just because I wear so much makeup. And then what I go in with is the Tatcha The Deep Cleanse. I just repurchased both of these with my birthday gift cards. So I've got my backup, so I kind of wish that I had waited now because I'm not out of either one of them yet. But this is great, the Deep Cleanse, because it doesn't strip my skin. And initially, I wasn't using this every single day, but I am now, and I still am not getting dry skin or anything like that. So love both of these. I'm also loving the water cream. This is what I'm using for my moisturizer on the daily. It's not too moisturizing, but it's enough to where if I have any dry spots, it's still enough. But it doesn't make me oily on my pores, which I love. And then the mask, this is the Tatcha Violet C Radiance Mask. I've talked about this in my favorites. This makes me feel like I don't need to put any skincare on after I've used it. I just feel like it's so luxurious and just makes my skin feel really nice. Then we have Vitamin C Serum from Drunk Elephant. This is the C Firma Day Serum. I have started using this again. I did previously and then I stopped. And then Brianna Stanko, I don't know if I'm so sorry if I'm messing up your last name, but she was talking about adding vitamin C in at night with your Retin-A. I use Retin-A every single night. I didn't think you could put these together, but apparently you can, and it has been doing wonders for my skin. I love this. I'm probably going to be talking about this in my favorites, but I wanted to make sure that it really worked before I did. And yes, I have been loving that combo together at night. The Glam Glow Instamud 60-second pore refining treatment. I use this about every 3 days. It really does shrink my pores. Like, not permanently, obviously, but it makes my pores look better for my makeup and everything else. It keeps them nice and cleaned out. And it takes 60 seconds. I don't put this all over my face. I only put it on my pores, like nose and chin. And it goes really cold. Even after you rinse it off, it just feels nice and cold. And I notice a difference. And then the last final thing is from Belief, and this is the Moisturizing Eye Balm. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I love this, you guys. You see, this was all the way to the top. It was all the way to the top, and that's how much I have used. I was using the Revisions DEJ Eye Cream, and I thought I had lost it. So I didn't want to repurchase it because it's $100. I was like, I feel like, you know, trying something else anyway. And I picked this up. I have really been enjoying this. I feel like it's so hydrating, and you're getting quite a bit of product in here. Yeah, 25 mils in an eye cream. That's like unheard of. It's 0.84 fluid ounces. So if you just need something that's very hydrating and works well underneath your makeup, this is it. All right, you guys. I think I am done now. We've had the clouds going in and out. It's been roughly, I don't know, like an hour. And those are my suggestions. I'm sure that I am leaving something out. If you're wondering if I would suggest something, just ask down below and I'll try to get to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and happy shopping. Bye, guys.